What if the most decisive weapon on the battlefield today wasn't a fighter jet, or a tank, or even a drone bot? A truck with 6 launch tubes on its back that can disappear into the night. Fire its rockets with pinpoint accuracy and vanish before the enemy even knows what happened. That's the power of HIMARS. And facing it across the battlefields of Ukraine is Russia's answer. The Tornado, a heavier, longer-ranged rocket artillery system that promises devastation at distances of up to 200 kilometers. One has become a legend, the other a headline. But when the dust settles, who is the true king of rocket artillery? The story begins in Ukraine in 2022, when the first HIMARS launchers arrived from the United States. The battlefield changed almost overnight. Suddenly, Russian ammunition depots, command centers, and bridges that had once seemed untouchable were erupting in flames. The Antonivsky Bridge across the Dnipro River, lifeline for Russian forces in Kherson, was struck again and again until it became unusable. Russian supply dumps exploded spectacularly. Their locations betrayed by satellite imagery and poor camouflage. And behind many of these strikes was the same machine, HIMARS. Its rockets flew with frightening accuracy, guided by GPS to land within meters of their targets. It was as if the Ukrainian army had suddenly gained a scalpel in a war that had often been fought with hammers. Meanwhile, Russia was not without its own hammer. The Tornado S is the modern descendant of the Cold War BM-30, upgraded with longer-range missiles and satellite guidance through Russia's GLONASS system. With 12 launch tubes, each rocket weighing hundreds of kilograms, the Tornado S is built for saturation firepower. Its range up to 200 kilometers with the newest munitions means it can strike deep into enemy territory. On paper, it is a formidable answer to HIMARS. Russian media quickly hailed it as a game-changer capable of countering the Western wonder weapon. But here's the question. Has it? Let's break down the differences. HIMARS, mounted on a 6x6 truck chassis, is highly mobile. It can fire, reload, and move quickly, a tactic known as shoot and scoot. Its smaller size means it can be transported by a C-130 cargo plane, giving it global mobility. Tornado S, by contrast, is heavier and bulkier. It carries more rockets, yes, but is slower to move and easier to spot. In an era of drones and satellites, that makes a big difference. In Ukraine, HIMARS has proven almost impossible to catch. Russian forces have spent months boasting about destroying HIMARS units, yet nearly every photo turned out to be a decoy or something else entirely. The real HIMARS keeps firing. Now let's talk about accuracy. HIMARS uses GMLRS-guided multiple launch rocket system rockets with a range of about 90 kilometers. Each carries a 90-kilogram warhead and can land within 1 to 5 meters of its target. That kind of precision allows HIMARS to strike bridges, fuel depots, or even individual buildings with surgical effect. And with Attack Meza, longer-range ballistic missile HIMARS can reach up to 300 kilometers. Soon, with the new PRSM missile, it will hit over 500 kilometers. Tornadoes can match HIMARS in range today, but not in accuracy. While Russia has developed guided rockets, their reliability is inconsistent. And the GLONASS system lacks the precision of American GPS. Too often, Tornado S still functions like its ancestors, a weapon for blanket bombardment rather than pinpoint strikes. If Tornadoes is as powerful as Russia claimed, then why hasn't it created the same shockwaves on the battlefield as HIMARS? The answer lies in effectiveness. HIMARS has already changed the war. Russian generals have admitted that the arrival of HIMARS forced them to move ammunition depots dozens of kilometers further from the front. Supply routes had to be restructured. Entire strategies had to be rewritten. Tornado, despite its technical specifications, it has not produced the same visible results. Russia has used it, yes, but often as glorified long-range artillery-firing salvos into cities or general areas, not reshaping the tactical map. The impact is loud, but not decisive. And here's where cost becomes an uncomfortable truth. In modern war, firing further isn't enough. The real question is, who fires smarter? Now let's widen the lens. HIMARS is not just a launcher, it's part of a system. It's integrated with Western intelligence, satellite targeting, and reconnaissance drones. That means when a HIMARS crew gets coordinates, they're backed by an entire digital ecosystem that ensures those coordinates are accurate and timely. Tornado S, by contrast, is often working with less precise data. Russia's battlefield communications and targeting infrastructure lag behind, and corruption and inefficiency only worsen the problem. You can have the rocket, but if you don't have the data, you're just guessing. This brings us to a crucial difference in philosophy. America built HIMARS to be versatile, mobile, and precisable to adapt to different missions and survive in hostile environments. Russia built Tornado-Es to deliver overwhelming firepower at range. One is a scalpel, the other is a sledgehammer. But on the modern battlefield, where drones spot every movement and precision matters more than volume, the scalpel is often deadlier. Consider the symbolism. HIMARS became a meme in Ukraine soldiers painting its silhouette on walls. Civilians cheering its strikes, even Russian troops cursing it by name. It became not just a weapon, but a psychological weapon. Tornado S, despite its size and power, has not gained the same mystique. Outside of Russian state media, it remains just another system in the inventory. It's like the difference between a rock star and a backup guitarist. Both may play loud, but only one steals the spotlight. A single HIMARS strike forced Russia to rethink its logistics. Can Tornadoes claim the same? So, where does that leave us? Tornado S is impressive on paper. Longer range rockets, heavier firepower, the promise of guided strikes. But in practice, it is yet to prove itself as a war winner. HIMARS, on the other hand, has already proven its value, rewriting the rules of logistics and striking fear into opponents. And with the coming of PRSM missiles, its reach will extend far beyond anything Tornadoes can currently match.